Sometimes being irresponsible is really fun. Oh my gosh, you know what I've forgotten to update you on? Give it a little juicy shake. It did not cost me like $7, you know? I actually just don't think I've got it in me. The hardest relationship I have ever had. That is juicy AF. Become really addicted to this. Good morning, everybody. Listen, I know the sun's come out and I'm so happy about it, but it's still really quite freezing. I get comments maybe every half hour asking me where this coat is from, and it's so old. It's from Matalan and it's also battered and covered in mud and all sorts, but it's just my absolute favourite. I'm in a little bit of a rush to the start of this vlog. It's 8:20 and I need to leave at like 9 o'clock because I'm going to meet Cheska's sister to do the food shop for Cheska's hen do, which is this weekend. So I've been up this morning and I've walked the boys. I've just realised I've damaged the speaker on the inside of my car. Oh shit. What an idiot. Okay, that's a job for another day. So I'm going to meet her to do the food shop, but I'm going to like closer to her because it's easier. So I'm going to go to the gym and quickly fit in an upper body session, which I'll speak to you about later because I've started training on a new app. I'm going to let you know how that's going. Don't know if I'm going to be brave enough to film in the gym. I'm not quite sure yet, but we will see. I mean, I didn't do the full arm workout. That was not in the plan. But I did go. Sorry, the one thing about this gym that I actually cannot bear is how many people I know. Like how many people I see that I know. Anyway, I didn't see anyone new today, so that's fantastic. Yeah, my mission at the moment is just the doing, like the going. And that's what I've done. So go me. I need to put my foot down now. Hello everybody, I'm back from Tesco's now. I actually have to put the heating on, I'm a bit chilly. Again, I know the sun's come out, but it's just feeling a bit cold. I came straight home, shoved the bits in the freezer and took the boys out for their midday walk. And I'm just gonna unpackage everything. And I feel like we need a good little catch up. I need to show you the room that I had the organised queens come and do for me. I desperately need to eat something. I'm so hungry. I think I'm going to start with that and then we will begin. I'm really into beans at the moment, like just obsessed with baked beans. I've had them 4 days in a row for breakfast. I think I did this in the last vlog as well. I'm just obsessed with beans and chopped red onion and then like a bit of feta and chili oil on top. Absolutely obsessed with it. I don't know why it's taken me so long to work out. You know when you get a new hob or you move in somewhere new and you've got to remember what thing goes to what hob because it's not very clear. I have all of our Tesco food shop down here and I need to put it away, but I just haven't got the head for it until I've eaten. So it's Cheska's hen do this weekend and we're going to Margate. Actually, I wonder what it's like up here for you. Let's pop you in the cupboard. Yeah, fine. Let's put the lights on as well. Is that better? There we go. Yeah, we're going to Margate and I've never been before. So we've got a Friday night Mexican feast and I'm kind of heading up the food, I think, pretty much. There's been 3 of us planning it, including Cheska's sister, and we have decided to do like Mexican. We've got birria tacos, cod tacos, and then I'm going to make my big aubergine smoked bean chili that I do. I've been doing it on the vlog for years, but I will link it down below. It's just a BBC Good Food recipe, but it's so delicious. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to slow cook this pork for the birria tacos. I have basically tried to reframe my brain to getting myself back into an exercise regime. And what I told myself today was I didn't really have that much time for the workout that I had planned, so it was upper body. And I've started using this app called Evolve You. I think it's owned by the influencer Chrissy Keller, the one who owns Honor Active. Have I got that right? I don't know actually, but anyway, I'll link it down below. So I did some research on what app to use and I am really enjoying it. There's a couple of things that are pissing me off, but I think it's more me learning to use the app rather than there being a fault with the app, if that makes sense. I'm really enjoying having something planned for me, knowing what I'm going in there to do, and just being able to turn up to the gym, click start workout, and it just start it. So I did legs on Tuesday, upper body today, but it was kind of cut short because of the timing. But rather than beating myself up, I thought, no, all I need to care about is the fact that I went, the discipline for going. It doesn't matter how good the workout was, that's irrelevant. I just need to focus on the discipline on getting me through those front doors at the gym. So for that, I'm proud of myself because I did it, which sounds fucking stupid, but yeah, it is what it is. I have had a really lovely week in the flat. I think it is starting to definitely feel more like home. Has anyone else been really obsessed with Coachella content this year? Because I don't know what's happened to me, but I have been hooked on it, on the outfits, on the vlogs, on the LA content. I have a real itch in me at the moment to just go somewhere hot, and it feels irresponsible to be booking a holiday when I'm like in the process of buying a house, but also sometimes being irresponsible is really fun. I think we might go away for a couple of days soon. I do have a very exciting work trip coming up in the middle of May, which is so lush. Oh my gosh, do you know what I've forgotten to update you on? Now, we've spoken about this, I think maybe on Instagram. I have been taking these advanced mushroom super blend complex. I think I've been taking them now for 6 days, 5-6 days. So if you're going to judge my clarity, concentration and ability to get things done based off the last vlog, I recommend you don't. David Bryan started taking mushrooms quite a while ago, like quite a few months ago. He's very into the benefits of like lion's mane, chaga, and he does it in a powder form and puts them into a drink, but I'm really not very good with like texture. And then I wanted a capsule, but I didn't want it in plastic casing. I wanted just like an actual tablet. So I take 2 every morning, and I really think that I am noticing a difference. I know a lot of you in the comments, and I do get a lot of DMs saying like, oh, I think you've got ADHD, like why don't you get tested? I do too. I think I think perhaps I have, but also getting tested isn't a mad priority right now because there isn't really anything for it apart from a better understanding. I guess I'm just reading up on more things around ADHD, and I guess having a diagnosis is helpful to have a better understanding of how your brain works and stuff like that, but it's probably not a good topic to go into on a vlog when it's like an online platform. But I do think that this world, especially this country, is set up for us all to be a little bit neuro something, because our concentration in general is just absolutely diabolical. And yeah, so anyway, I've been big into the research of what mushrooms do. There's loads of benefits, you'll have to read up on it. But yesterday I had the biggest admin day ever. I literally sat in front of my laptop from start to finish, and I did bills, council tax, change of address on everything, car insurance, car tax. And you say like car insurance, but then you've got to find the best quote, you've got to fill out the form, stuff like that. I sorted out stuff to do with my accountant. I had a really, really heavy admin day, and I cannot believe, even now on reflection, I sat in front of my laptop for that length of time and just did it. So that's kind of crazy to me, I have to say. That is kind of crazy. So yeah, so I had a really good day yesterday, and then whilst I was doing all of that, the organised queens were sorting out the room, which I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling good. Me and the boys have got a little routine sorted. I told everyone on Instagram yesterday my favourite way to have beans at the moment, and I said that like I slow cook them, and I tell you what, people were outraged with confusion, wondering what slow cooked beans are. I was like, it's what it says on the tin, pardon the pun. You literally just cook them for ages until, you know, like when you pour bean juice is really watery. When you slow cook beans, the juice just like thickens up, so they become a bit more stodgy. I just much prefer eating them like that. Life is about enjoying the small things, and if I'm stood here before you, your very eyes telling you how much I love slow cooked beans, have I not truly accomplished? I think so. Who remembers in lockdown when we all started making these stupid coffees where you'd like whisk the coffee up? Sorry if that wasn't you, but it was definitely me. Yesterday I made one for the first time since lockdown, and I'm just, well, a bit obsessed. You just put coffee, but it's got to be instant. So that one I've got. You don't have to put sugar, you could put a bit of sweetener, but life's for living, babes, do you know what I mean? And what I'm trying to do, off the back of me telling you about my eating situation last week, in last week's vlog, is just not go to any extreme and just be more mindful. So, you know, 1 sugar in a coffee every couple of days is not going to be the end of the world. Anyway, so you put sugar in, you stir a teaspoon, you put a small splash of boiling water in, like, can you see? And then you basically whisk it up. Actually, let me show you like this. Un momento. So I got this little whisker in IKEA. And you just whisk away until it goes to that kind of tan colour and thickens right up. So you just, oh shit. Can you see how it's kind of gone all frothy and big? And then I have some ice. Here's some I made earlier. And I don't have any tall glasses. I actually need to get some. An odd number of ice cubes in the cup because I simply don't like even numbers. Oh, that's 4. Ew, 5 ice cubes. Then just some normal little semi-skimmed milk like that. And pour it over the ice. It's quite a lot of milk really, but give it a little juicy shake. And then you just pour your coves on top. Okay, I could have whisked it a bit better. Annoyingly, I don't have any straws, so I've had to like take this one out of my Frank Green water bottle. How cute! It did not cost me like $7, you know? I don't know why we're having accent hour. Give it a stir. Obviously you need to appreciate its natural beauty when it's first poured in, but we get over it fast. Absolutely delicious. Costa could never. A nod to the weather, if you will. This spot is making me look like I've got a moustache. I think I might have to get that. I think I've made it worse. I forgot to talk about how cute my nails are. I had them done on... When did I have them done? Monday. I'm going to show you my room in a minute because you're going to be like, whoa, where are you? And we're in my new space. A huge, big fat thank you to the Organised Queens. I'm going to show you it in a bit. Yeah, it's mad. Like the way that they've laid everything out, being able to do that. Crackers. Ooh. And it's helped me massively. To be honest, it was something that I nearly cancelled because I was like, this is such a stupid thing to spend my money on. And again, just for transparency, they did give me a discount, I think, because of putting them on social media, which I think I would have done anyway because I was so impressed with them, but which was really sweet. But it cost me around £250 for them to come and pretty much do this room. They were here for 4.5 hours, I think, and they've got it to beyond a functioning space. And yesterday, when they were here, was the day that I was obviously doing all of these bills, admin jobs that I had no option but to do myself. If you think about it in terms of how much time it would have cost me to do this room, as well as losing the day yesterday for like all of that admin stuff. And I say losing the day because these things have to get done, right? So it is what it is. But I also don't think I would have been able to get this done in a day. Something leaked? Unsure. I'm going to use this Skin Rock. Oh, look. Skin Rock's moisturiser is nearly gone. I really love it. As you can see, this is the moisturiser face cream. I think it's the fragranced version. I'm going to leave that out because I don't want to clean that, whatever that is. I still need to move a couple of little bits around. And I want to declutter all of my makeup and go through all of that. But to be quite honest, I am starting off in a place that I don't think I would have been able to get to on my own unless I spent 5 days doing this room. So in that sense, it was worth every single penny. I'll leave them linked down below. They are based in the southwest locally, but they travel all over. They actually think they do more work in London than they do around here. I've already asked them, when I move into my house, I'm gonna pay them to come and pack up the flat for me, because I actually just don't think I've got it in me anymore. I don't think I've got any more moving within my realms of capability, pretty much. I don't know about unpacking the other side. I think maybe I might get them to do a few rooms, but because I'm buying this property and it's obviously the first time I'm buying property myself, I do find parts of the process quite exciting. Whether I'll still find it exciting having done it however many times I have, so that'll be my 5th time in, well, like 18 months pretty much. So how much excitement I'll have left in me, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to book them to help me with the move, that's for sure. And also just being able to sit at my desk and put some makeup on has made a huge difference the last couple of days, because it's been such a mess in here. And I know if you watched me getting ready for the ball, I was meant to kind of film my makeup, but I had the camera propped up on half of that sofa. It just wasn't working, and I was getting stressed by like the lighting and things like that. The only thing I've got to sort out is this desk. I've got these 3 pegs that raise the desk that then I can put my lights on. I've fucking lost a peg. I don't know where it's gone, so I need to either go to IKEA and get another one or find a replacement something to hold it up. But yeah, apart from that, it has been so nice just being able to sit here. I've got a window there, definitely feels like a functioning room. And also this is all of my, well, in my bedroom I've just got my bed, then in here I've got my wardrobe, my clothes, my all of my work stuff, I've got everything in here pretty much. How they've managed to sort of organise it so well, I don't know. I'm just going to put a little bit of light makeup on today because feeling in the mood for something, you know. I'm so nearly out of my Rose Inc Skin Enhance. This is just one of my absolute favourite products. If you've been here long enough to remember me using the Chanel Les Beige tint, you'll remember how much I was obsessed with that. This is, in my opinion, the same product, but for a fraction of the price. Another thing, just as I was talking then, I realised another thing that I think the mushrooms have really helped with. My ability to string sentences together, and I know that sounds absolutely crackers, but I can't explain to you sometimes what happens in my head is the sentence is formed before I have the ability to form the sentence out loud. But what I have struggled with, I think, as of late, is the sentence is forming in my head and I'm not able to get it out loud. Whereas since taking these mushrooms, I'm really... the way I just pause as I'm talking about how well I'm forming sentences. I'm really finding talking and having conversation and stringing sentences together a lot easier, and I am almost 100% sure that it is to do with that sort of different shift. And if you've only got to read the reviews as well on Amazon, and everyone's saying how incredible they are and what a difference they've made. Again, could be placebo, but there's so much out there, so much information around how amazing it is for you, for your brain, for clarity. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for me so far. I might look at getting some stronger stuff eventually, but for now, this is working pretty well. You know, one thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I see YouTubers say this a lot, but I don't think I say it often enough, how grateful I am for your comments. I think it is one of my favourite things about being on this app, because you're not just sending like a little, hey, loved your video. I'm getting in-depth comments from you underneath my videos, and it's so easy for me to reply to them as well because I can type away on my laptop. They're really clear to see. So I think the YouTube function's really good like that. And it's just my favourite. And the comments on the last vlog, oh my God, they were just so lush. Sharing my relationship online is actually something that I'll be honest, I haven't thought about. When we first started dating and coming fresh out of like a 9-year relationship, where obviously he was on my social channels just by natural progression, I remember thinking such huge things around putting someone else on my social media and how big that would feel for me, and if it was the right thing to do, and should I keep someone private. And as I'm heading into this stage of my life whereby I'm like, is what it is, what will be will be, I have found it so easy to share parts of my relationship. I never expected it to be received in the way that it has. And I think that is one of the most beautiful things about just like going with the flow and, you know, I guess having more of a chill mindset, which is something I haven't done my whole life. I really just love how much you seem to get him and get us. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for such wonderful messages. What I will say though as well, and you know that I'm going to be the first person to make this very clear, our relationship isn't perfect. No relationship is perfect. And I would actually argue that being in this relationship with him is the happiest I think I've ever been, in terms of I have never laughed like we laugh. I have never had joy and fun like we have. But it has also been the hardest relationship I have ever had. I think that's heavily down to being in such a healthy relationship. And by healthy, I mean we argue. And I haven't really had that. In my opinion, having the passion that fuels an argument also means the passion is there for the good things. So like to feel the highs, you've got to feel the lows type thing. And I remember when sort of one time last year, I remember it so vividly, Steph Elswood, who is one of my closest friends. She's an incredible friend and she always has been from the minute I met her. But I remember so vividly her telling me when I said to her, Steph, I honestly wish I felt nothing. I wish I felt on such a minimal level so that this pain wouldn't hurt the way that it's hurting. And she said to me, and I think I'll remember it for the rest of my life, she was like, for you to be able to experience this level of low means you are also capable of feeling that level of high. To have such a depth range of emotion, is that a sentence? It's a really special thing and it's something that should be cherished. And I remember thinking, yeah, do you know what? You're right. Like, I will cry and I will feel things so intensely, but then I will also laugh to the point where I honestly think like my sides are going to just bust out. When I say argue, I'm not talking screaming, shouting, calling each other names and, you know, I think there's a line, a heated state of emotion whereby there's a disagreement and you're trying to work it out and you're trying to push and pull and find a happy medium. That is, in my opinion, healthy. That we have that. I feel like I'm trying to justify myself because I don't want to be sitting here saying me and my boyfriend argue all the time and it's really healthy. That's not what I mean at all. Yeah, I hope you guys realise that no matter what you see on social media, and please apply this to everything and everyone you see, nobody is ever going to get the camera out when they're having a disagreement or when they're having an argument. I have thought about it, I guess more recently since putting him on social media. And again, it wasn't even like an active decision. It just kind of happened. I think it happened in Paris, really. He's so natural on the camera and we are exactly the same on camera as we are off, you know, when we're filming the good bits. Similarly to me, I think anyone in my life close to me will say I am exactly the same on camera as I am off, which is probably one of the highest compliments ever, and also something that I continuously strive to do on social media. I don't think it's everyone's responsibility, but I enjoy holding a space on the internet for people to come here and feel like they're not alone in their... This dog's barking a lot today. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, basically just don't ever compare. We have had the hardest, most challenging amount of obstacles thrown our way in our 9 months of being together, and the level of communication I have with him is new to me. The level of emotional intelligence he has is new to me. And I'm not bashing other people, but like the wavelengths that we're on, we match each other. We have found our match in each other. We call each other out on stuff, not intentionally, but I think when you meet someone whereby you feel so safe to be entirely yourself, that ends up being quite confronting. And he has indirectly held up a mirror to so many parts of my personality that I think up until this point I was pretty much oblivious to. So it's been huge. We've both been a really huge part of each other's growth in the last year, which is so fucking wanky to say. But yeah, all of that considered, it's still a normal relationship whereby you have ups and downs and difficult times and difficult situations, and you know, who knows, you know, nothing's promised, nothing's confirmed. All we can do is live in the moment and be grateful for the things that we have and the experiences that bring us joy along the way. And I guess it's just been really lovely being able to so organically and naturally share parts of that relationship with you online, and for it to be received so well. And I think, although there's been no direct comments about it, I think perhaps maybe the relationship has been, I don't know, I might be like putting words into your mouth now, but I mean, for me, definitely, he is someone that I never imagined I would be with. I lived my life by a rule book. I lived my life by check boxes and the right thing, and you know, this is what must happen, and if you're going to walk away from your marriage, you're going to stay single for X amount of time, and you're going to have these experiences in that period of time, and then you're going to meet someone organically, and then when you meet them organically, that will be it, and then you'll know straight away and you'll have marriage, babies, whatever. We definitely need to bring in the solo chatting episodes, because, well, I'm chatting a lot. I'm not really feeling that bit by now. I had all these rule books to live my life by, and him coming into my life metaphorically shut them down and threw them out the fucking window. In terms of feeling that level of connection with someone, with another human being, it has taught me that life just isn't like that, and life is easier and more enjoyable if you just let be what needs to be, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that was a big fat ramble and segue off to saying how much I love, appreciate and value your comments, your investment, your support into me and my life, and all of the sort of like corners and turns that we go along. So thank you for that. So I definitely need to still go over it and do my little bits and style it, whatever. But we have my mirror here and my chair, and I've put my little picture up there. Then my chest of drawers, I've moved to this place. On Thursday or Friday morning, I've bought a long rail to put there, and DB's going to put that up for me. And then, well, first of all, we can see the floor, so that's a miracle. They have put products, like my everyday products there, my brushes, my hair stuff there. Again, need to go over this and set it up properly. And then this is just the absolute one. They've labelled all of my drawers, and the way that they have organised stuff is crackers for me, because now I can go through it so much easier and work out what I do or don't need. Like, I can tell you for starters, I do not need that many Rare Beauty blushes, as fantasticals as they are. Some of them might be lipsticks, to be fair, actually. Again, mascaras. It's not normal. I'm eternally grateful for the amount I get sent, but yeah. So I can go through all of this now. Need to sort out these two areas and put, you know, maybe put some nice decorative bits, but overall it's a functioning space, and it wasn't prior to that. So what more could we wish for, really? Boys have just been out for their their post-dinner wee. We go at like 5ish after they've peed. Friend Franco's a little less barky when I've got it up, the volume up loud. And I'm going to have an early dinner because I want to make my chicken Milanese thing, and this is the first time I've made it. What's going on with my hair? And I'm quite hungry today, so I thought if I have an earlier dinner, don't really think there's a reason, I just think I want an early dinner. So I'm going to film that for you. I'm making it up as I go along, just as an FYI. I still very much need to sort my table situation out, but this is the finished, well, I've kind of like, I just filmed a little bit for Instagram as well, so I've dismantled it and put shitloads of parmesan and black pepper on it. But look, for my first time, I'm quite happy. Let's do a proper little tasty. I really think spaghetti is one of the greatest things in life. Also, kind of, as I was doing it, I was like, I really don't know how I feel about the air fryer. Like, why does it just stink? But that is juicy chicken and the outside is crispy, so. Do you know what? That is so good. Yeah, God, no, I really need to sort my table out because I hate eating like this. It is not nice. Do you know, I think one of the worst things about living on your own, and I don't think there are many, but one of the worst things is bin day, which I've got to do in a minute, and sitting at the table on your own. Like, I don't know what it is about physically sitting there. I wish I could show you how succulent this chicken is. Maybe you can kind of see. That is juicy AF. Some of the other things I'm really enjoying about living on my own is like not having to ask someone anything. It sounds so silly, but even when DB's here, you know, just the like, oh, what should we do tonight? What should we have for dinner tonight? What should we watch on TV? Not having to even contemplate that as like an option for someone that's really quite something. Living with someone is perhaps easier in a lot of senses, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Don't know why I'm chatting shit. I'm going to leave you be and eat this. Oh, hello, handsome man. I'm just about to pop to the pub to see my auntie because it's her birthday today. But I've been seeing these all over Instagram. And I picked them up in Tesco today. True Fruit, Nature's Raspberries, frozen fresh in white and dark chocolate. 80 calories per serving, 8 portions per pack. So how many is per serving? Well, no one gives a shit, so. Anyway, these were £5 fucking, so they better be good. Boy, I mean, you could easily do these yourself, right? Oh, wow. They're like, that's a very fresh raspberry in there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shit me, no wonder they're £5 a packet. Because it's dark chocolate, I reckon I could genuinely stop at 3. This is number 2. The disgusting, hideous hoodie blanket things come out. Of course, it's actually quite cold today. I had to put the bins out, didn't I? Tell you what though. Oh God, I've really overdone it on the old leg day. I don't know if I've shown you these. I bought these bins from IKEA and I've got one in the kitchen that I used for recycling. I also don't know if I've told you, but your girl is having a dishwasher fitted tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I got one on Facebook Marketplace for 50 quid and it was like a hot point one that I think this couple around my age were doing a renovation in their kitchen. And we've just gotten really intimate. I've like just lifted the toilet seat up, so I'm just gonna pause right there and I'll be back. Okay. Good night, darling. Where are you gonna sleep tonight? Gosh, there's still so much to sort in this flat, but do you know what? It's okay. We really are getting there. I need to fill up my air diffuser, my favourite thing. Yeah, so this couple were getting rid of their dishwasher for 50 quid. And I was like, do you know what? That's mine. Last night I was in bed and I put my diffuser on and realised I was out of water. It weren't good. It weren't good. I've become really addicted to this. And I think I've spoken about it before, but this Twilight Sleep body spray from Lush. It's like a body moisturiser in spray form, but you put it in your... One of the staff at Lush told DB about this little trick. And if you spray it into the diffuser, and it is so gorge. So I'm gonna get into bed. I'm gonna edit a quick video to post in the morning, and I'm gonna have a little sleep. Tomorrow I've got Sorry, do you know what? I don't know if you're feeling a bit seasick. Tomorrow I have got to... Gosh, I've got quite a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to need to pack. I'm going to need to edit. I'm going to need to cook everything. Need to pop out and get a couple of bits as well because we couldn't find fresh jalapenos or... What was the other thing? There was something else that we missed. Anyway, unsure. So I'm going to have to pop out in the morning, and then I've got the dishwasher guy coming at 9:30. I actually have so many little jobs around the flat that I need doing, but do you know what? By the time I'm like fully finished in here, I bet you any money I'll be ready to move into my house. I'm really obsessed with my nails. Oh gosh, delicious. Oh no. I've just remembered I've left that pasta and chicken out of the fridge. It'll be alright, won't it? I could just go and put it in the fridge. I can't be asked. As always, love you. Thank you so much for the support. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I cannot explain to you how much it helps in every sense of the word. And the more the numbers and boring stats grow, the more I can produce. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Love you.